Welcome to Furniture Industry News. Today is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. Thanks for joining us as we bring you the latest updates shaping the furniture industry. Just a quick heads up before we jump into today's episode. There will be no new episode this Friday, April 25th, because many of us will be heading to the High Point Market. If you're attending, we hope you have a great and productive time at the show. We'll be back next week with more updates. All right, let's get into it. We're starting today with a look at Flexteal's latest quarterly report. On the surface, the numbers look solid. Sales are up, margins have improved, and operating income is growing. But despite that momentum, the company is signaling some strong concerns about what's ahead. Flexteal's leadership is saying they're not too optimistic about the broader economy going into the second half of the year. Let's break it down. Flexteal's net sales for the quarter came in at $108.4 million, which is up from $106.2 million the same time last year. They also saw better gross margins, thanks to cost reductions and efficiency improvements. That's all good news. But even with that growth, the company still posted a net loss of $3.7 million for the quarter. Now, that's actually a bit better than the $4.4 million loss they posted in Q3 last year, but it's still a loss. CEO Jerry Dittmer says that while demand has been steady, the company is watching several headwinds closely. Inflation is still high, and there's uncertainty around potential new tariffs. That's a big one. Tariffs could hit import costs and force price increases, which could weaken consumer demand just as the industry is starting to find its footing again. Looking ahead, Flexteal is projecting flat to modest sales growth for the next quarter, somewhere between a 2% decline and a 5% increase. And they're forecasting full-year sales in the $435 to $442 million range, with operating margins expected to come in below 5%. So they're being cautious, and they're preparing for a potentially bumpy road in the back half of 2025. Now let's shift from the business side to the consumer side. Even with the broader economy facing some uncertainty, it looks like homeowners are still investing in their living spaces, just in slightly different ways than before. The latest research from House shows that homeowners are keeping their spending on home decor steady, even though they're cutting back on large-scale remodeling projects. Median spending on renovations dropped last year, from $24,000 in 2023 to $20,000 in 2024. But that doesn't mean they're pulling back entirely. In fact, when it comes to home decor, homeowners are still putting money into the things that make their space feel comfortable and stylish. The top decor purchases? Rugs, pillows and throws, and wall art. Rugs led the way, with 49% of homeowners saying they made a rug purchase. Pillows and throws came in at 45%, and artwork was close behind at 41%. But here's something interesting for furniture retailers. Large furniture purchases actually increased. The percentage of homeowners buying bigger pieces, like sofas and dining sets, went up by 4 points last year, landing at 41%. That pushed large furniture into the number 3 spot for overall decor purchases. We're also seeing a lot of investment in outdoor spaces. Over half of the homeowners surveyed said they enhanced their outdoor areas last year. That means more spending on patio lighting, exterior furniture, and outdoor rugs. It's a trend that's been building for the past few years, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. And it's not just one age group driving these changes. Baby boomers and millennials are leading the way in home renovations, but millennials in particular are making more big-ticket purchases. Last year, 48% of millennial renovators bought large furniture pieces, up from 44% the year before. That suggests younger homeowners are increasingly viewing furniture as a core part of their home improvement investment, not just a finishing touch. Now let's take a look at the digital side of the business, where delivery expectations are reshaping how retailers win and keep customers. A recent survey on online shopping behavior revealed that delivery speed and product availability are the top 2 factors that drive repeat purchases. That probably doesn't surprise anyone, but it does confirm something important. Convenience still rules when it comes to e-commerce. For furniture retailers with an online presence, this means a couple of things. First, making sure your inventory is accurate and up-to-date is critical. If customers can't get what they want when they want it, they're less likely to come back. Second, fast shipping, or at least clear communication about delivery times, can really set you apart. We know furniture isn't always an easy category for quick delivery. These are large, bulky items, and logistics can get complicated. But customers are coming to expect a level of service that rivals other online retail experiences. If you can't compete on speed, you might be able to compete on transparency. Giving customers a realistic timeline and hitting that timeline builds trust and helps earn repeat business. This trend also speaks to the broader importance of supply chain management. If retailers want to stay competitive, especially online, they'll need to continue investing in better logistics, warehouse visibility, and fulfillment operations. Even small delays or inventory errors can cost you a customer in today's market. So to sum things up, Flexteal's financial performance is holding steady, but they're being cautious about the future due to inflation and trade concerns. Meanwhile, homeowners are still spending on home decor, especially rugs and large furniture, even as full renovations slow down. And in the digital world, fast delivery and in-stock items are the keys to customer loyalty. That's all for this episode of Furniture Industry News. Don't forget, there won't be a Friday episode this week because of the High Point Market. If you're attending, enjoy the event and keep an eye out for new trends and ideas. We'll be back next week with a fresh update. Thanks again for listening. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Furniture Industry News so you never miss an episode. See you next time.